Hi everyone, this is PU lecture 13. So in this one, there are some important formulas which we have derived in last lecture. That is dn by dt. So minus dn by dt is rate of disintegration. Dn by dt is also known as activity. Okay. So activity will be given as minus dn by dt, or it is equals to lambda n. So whenever they are asking you about activity, you don't have to use this minus sign. Activity is always positive, so activity will be always lambda into n. It is a positive value. Then the formula of half life is ln2 or 0.693 by lambda. Then formula of mean life is 1 by lambda. Okay. So next is some other formulas which we will derive. So let's say at time t is equals to 0, the number of nuclei in the sample where at time t is equals to 0, number of nuclei present in sample where n naught. So this is time, this is number of nuclei present. Okay. Then at time is equals to 1 half life. We know in 1 half life, the number of nuclei present in the sample becomes half. So the number of nuclei now present in the sample will become n naught by 2. Next, when time becomes equal to 2 half life. Okay. Now at 1 half life, the number of nuclei in the sample were n naught by 2. After another half life, the number of nuclei present will again become half. So it will become n naught by 4. Now at time is equals to 3 half life. Now from here to here, again 1 half life has passed. So whatever where the number of nuclei present, now the number of nuclei present will become half of that one. So now it will become n naught by 8. Okay. Now as you can see here, when time is 2 half life, I can also write this expression as n naught by 2 square. When time is 3 half life, I can write n naught by 8 as n naught by 2 cube. So we can derive a general expression like when time is equals to n half lives, the number of nuclei present in the sample will become n naught by 2 raised to power n. So our formula is n is equals to n naught divided by 2 raised to power n. Okay, where this n is half life. So if it is 1 half life, you'll have to substitute n as 1. If the time is 2 half life, we have to substitute n as 2. So these will be our formulas. This is a very important formula. N is equals to n naught by 2 raised to power n. Okay. And also we had this relation of activity. Activity was equal to lambda into n. Now at time t is equals to 0, activity will be how much? Lambda into n naught. Let's say that activity was a naught. Okay. Then at time, uh, let's say when the time is equals to n half lives, let's say activity is n. So activity will be lambda into n when the time is n half life. So in place of, or you can directly say activity is directly proportional to the number of nuclei present. Here activity A will be A naught divided by 2 raised to power n. So for activity also we have the same formula, because activity when number of nuclei present is n, so activity will be A, or you can say from here n is equals to A by lambda. One second. Yeah. We have this one, A is equals to n lambda, or you can say n is equals to A by lambda. So when the time is n half life, let's say activity, sorry, A naught was equals to this one. We had this relation, A naught was equals to lambda n naught, this expression. And when activity at time is equals to n, half life is a, so a is equals to lambda into n, or n is equals to a by lambda. So in this formula, let's substitute the values of n. So n will be a by lambda is equals to n naught is equals to a naught by lambda divided by 2 raised to power n. So lambda lambda will get cancelled. You will get the same relation between activity as of number of nuclei. Okay, let's move to the next one. Now these are some calculations or some basic formulas. So mass of substance is equals to n by Na into atomic mass number, where n is number of nuclei, Na is Avogadro's number. Okay, 1 Curie is equals to, we have derived a relation between Curie and Becquerel. So 1 Curie is 3.6 into 10 raised to power 10 Becquerel. Okay, and whenever you are doing calculation, you have to take time in SI unit, that is second, to do the calculations. Okay.